Been counting all your aces, you ain't winning. Your phone book full of numbers, staring names. All them vain decisions keep you jaded. You could have found the one, but you won't change. So aren't you glad to meet me? I think you should, I'll be glad to meet me.
Alright, what is going on, guys? My name is Bryce, better known as YTS. Hopefully the microphone's working. I was having a few issues with it earlier. Yeah, so we're going to be doing another one of these videos today. But there are a few things that I did want to mention at the beginning. One, I'm getting a lot of questions on how I leave my wheels turned, and I will answer this and will answer that in this video. Actually, I'll show you that now. So to keep your wheels turned, if we get into the car here and I don't push anything, you'll see they just switch back to normal. And if you hold it to the side and get out, it just switches back to normal. So what you have to do, and this is posted everywhere, that's why I was telling people just to Google it. I wasn't trying to be a dick. But if you hold down the X button on PS4, the right bumper and gas, so basically you're ducking, holding the handbrake and gas, and turn the wheel to the side, you'll see that it kind of glitches out a little bit. And then when you push it and hold it and step out at the same time, and it'll leave it turned. Like that. So that's how you do that. What was the other few things that I had people ask? So I'm not going to go into that too much here, I think. Have a look in the description. As always, there's going to be a frequently asked questions type thing there, which answers the majority of people's questions, like how do I get this vehicle, how do I do this in GTA. If you are curious on how I upgraded this, at least, I'll have a link in the description, and it should show how to customize this, and you get the custom front bumper, the custom push bar that I have on it right now. I actually have a different custom push bar on a different vehicle too, and the custom hood. Anyways, the last thing that I wanted to mention, and we'll mention that kind of as we get into the vehicle here, we're going to do traffic here I think first, the last thing that I wanted to mention was I had a few people asking what DramaAlert video I was in. I had it linked in the description, I thought, but I might not have. So instead of just mentioning the video, I'm going to show the clip here. I edited it a little bit, but hopefully you guys enjoy that. But anyways, once I'm going to show that, we're going to get into the patrol here, and yeah, we'll be code 4 tonight.
4, 3, 2.
What is up, DramaAlert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right into the news! And speaking about YouTube, there's a new YouTube beta out, and well, I think the dislike bar is going to be erased. YT Security tweeted out that the YouTube beta seems to be masking the dislike button. Interesting. Possibly preparing for the rumored removal of it. No. If they remove the dislike bar, these fucking emos are gonna literally kill themselves. I mean, how are they gonna express their anger with the world?
Alright, this van just rear-ended the bus in front. I'm not sure if PS4 is gonna pick it up, but we're gonna stop this guy just for, I'm gonna assume distracted driving. That's what we're at least gonna try to get him for here. We'll stop him once we get across this bridge. Should be a decent spot. If he's going to stop, that would be great. Okay, maybe not. Alright, dispatch, you can show 15 attempting to pull over a van that just rear-ended the back of a bus. Vehicle doesn't seem to be yielding right now, but I'm going to stay behind him for now. There's a few times in specific areas, wow, that guy crashed too, in specific areas where everyone's crashing, where the AI just doesn't stop for specific things. This might be one of those areas, so I'm going to stay behind him. Like, he's not driving crazy or anything like that, but it's very possible that the AI is just ignoring my shit right now. There we go, maybe if we get off onto here, he'll stop. Okay, let's just give him a bit of a tap here. Hopefully get his attention. You want to stop right now? Alright, no. Alright, dispatch, you can show 15 in pursuit of that vehicle right now. It seems to be occupied ×1. It is a brown Dodge Grand Caravan. Let's see if I can get a plate here. Ugh. No, I'm not going to get a plate. Yeah, I guess we're going to be in a low-speed pursuit right now because this person just isn't stopping. I'm not sure if my PS4 is going to have picked up the collision, but they did rear-end the back of a bus, and I just came over to, you know, I was going to stop the person and say, hey, pay more attention. It looked like a distracted driving case because they didn't even slow down, but I guess they just didn't feel like stopping at all for us now, too, so... see what they do here. That was a really nice pullover by that white car. Switch over to... oh, they're gonna take off. How are you even over there, dude? And the one thing I really like about this being custom now is the turbo isn't overwhelming when you're driving. Like, most of the time you're going to be driving at a speed like this, you don't even hear the turbo. The only time you'll hear the turbo is when you're accelerating to an insane level. I think we're going to possibly try to get in front and slow down and see if that stops this person. Because, I mean, they're not passing other people, they're not driving crazy or anything like that. See if we can get in front here. So again, it's very possible the person's just completely drunk out of their minds. Oh, they are freaking out a little bit. Let's see if we can talk to her. Oh, what is up with the passenger? Maybe, okay, yeah, you know what, we're just gonna go back to our vehicle. I think that's what happened. That makes a lot more sense. I think when she struck the back of that bus, that her passenger passed away, and she is just freaking out now. It's not like she's trying to go to a hospital or something based on the way that she's driving, and the passenger definitely seems down. So we're going to get EMS down here for him, and we're probably going to take her into custody as well. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do it where there's not going to be too much traffic. You know, let's just rip her out. Step out of the vehicle. You're going to be placed under arrest for,
Oh, please.
oh, don't run. Okay, let's tase her right here. Okay, she's going to be tased. I'm going to move this vehicle off the side onto probably the left here. Nope, music off. And then I'm going to move our car off, and we're going to get EMS down here for both of these individuals, just based on the way that that guy definitely looks. He looks down, so let's get this vehicle over to the side, then we'll get EMS down here to hopefully assist with both of them. But we're going to need to get in contact with that bus driver as well, because he was involved in the collision at least and then didn't stop. So there's a whole bunch of shit surrounding this. Realistically, what would probably happen is we'd look... Wow, microphone, calm down. We'd look into why the collision happened. There's EMS coming right now, but we'd look into why the collision happened. Most likely, based on the way that I saw her driving, it was due to distracted driving. She was probably on her phone or something. Hit the back of the bus. He doesn't look like he had a seatbelt on, so he probably whipped his head on that dashboard. Actually, we should get him out here too. Alright, so they're gonna help with both of them. I'm gonna stop traffic here, but yeah, so that is pretty much what's gonna happen here. She's gonna be arrested and go to jail for that. The driver might get a ticket or might just get a warning. Yeah, you can go around, sir. But I mean, the driver of the bus is going to get a warning or something like that, just for not stopping. But anyways, we're going to let them clear this out. I'm going to block off this road. And when we do finally get this situation under control, we'll be code 4 tonight. that bike's gonna go. Yeah, he cut across, making the highway have to stop for him. So we're gonna go up there. He should have waited until there was a larger break. This cross traffic doesn't stop here. So we're gonna stop this guy just for, what are you doing? We're gonna stop him, and then he's just weaving and cutting on the right, which is illegal. You can lane split, but you have to stay on the left. So we're gonna stop this guy just for aggressive driving. Are you kidding? Why is nobody pulling over today? Like, you can see the vehicles up there are pulling over, so it's nothing. Yeah, this time I legitimately did not start this pursuit. Same with the last one. I didn't just aim a gun at them or something. So it just shows that sometimes pursuits do occur randomly. I've had so many people ask, how do I start pursuits? You patrol around until somebody else starts a pursuit. You don't need to always, you know, aim a gun and do something like that to start a pursuit. Anything can happen at any time in GTA. And this guy just decided not to stop for me. So does he even have a plate on the vehicle? Maybe that's... Yeah, I don't see a plate. Does he have a custom... Yeah, so he's on a custom bike, no plate. That might make a little bit more sense as to why he is choosing not to stop for us. So we'll stay in pursuit of him for as long as we can. Oh shit. Dispatch, you can show 15 in pursuit of a custom bike, green rims, no plate on the back. He just failure to yield at this time. Brown shirt, blue jeans it looks like, and a white black helmet. Alright, so we're gonna stay in pursuit of this guy and see what we can do. Realistically, I didn't notice that. I can't tell if the mirror there, that black line that was there, was always there, if that's just on the upgraded one. Anyways, we're not going to have very many options in terms of ending this pursuit. We're pretty much just going to have to stay with him until he makes a mistake. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to stay behind him, and hopefully we can get him to stop. Another police car over there watching traffic. Too bad they can't get involved. Oh! Alright, that's going to be the end of it. Oh, under a semi. Dude! The semi driver probably didn't even notice. Alright, we're gonna block traffic here. And we're gonna get EMS down here. But holy shit. And that is why when you're on a motorcycle, you never cross lanes like that. Fucking hell. Alright, we're gonna get EMS down here. That was a really short pursuit, and I'm glad it was short, but he just launched under the semi, and then the semi just drove off like nothing happened. But I mean, realistically, the semi driver would have had no idea that there was someone under him. Anyways, we're going to have this entire highway blocked off pretty much, both lanes, because we do need to do the construction of the guy flying across. I'm going to get a few other officers down here, but we're going to wait for EMS to get on scene, which hopefully is going to be very, very shortly. And when they do... Oh! They're going to cut up the side. Anyways, EMS is going to get on scene. They're going to... what are they doing? They're trying to get around traffic. Anyways, they're going to clear this scene up. They're going to help this guy out, hopefully. It didn't look super... Well, no, actually, he got ran over by the semi. He's done. But, yeah, whenever they can figure out how to get around traffic, they're going to come over here and assist. And, yeah, you can see them just, like, freaking the fuck out back there. Whenever they can get over here and help and that kind of stuff, we'll be code 410-8 and available for whatever else happens. Alright, that bike at the end there, we're just here running traffic with this guy, but that bike at the end there tried to pass this gray car on the left, or sorry, on the right, and freaked out traffic. So we're going to see if we can get behind this guy, light him up, and stop him, but he was speeding. Another officer back there clocked him going 10 over. And then he tried to pass on the right of this vehicle, which obviously you can't do. That guy was an asshole, but we're going to stop this guy and hopefully probably just end up giving him a warning. I think we're going to start giving warnings a lot more than we used to. Let's see if we can get him right here. That is a horrible spot, but it's going to do. Really wish they would pull over more to the side. Bikes seem to do that the least. Alright, hey sir, my name is Officer Ward with the LSPD. The reason I be pulled over here today is an officer not too far back there clocked you going 10 over, as well as you tried to pass the silver car on the right, which you know you can't do. If you're lane splitting, you got to stay in the middle, not over on the right. Can I have some identification from you, proof of insurance, all that kind of stuff? Alright, thanks. He doesn't have any riding gear on, but that's not a super big issue. Let's just run his, actually, let's see if we can see his plate. Yeah, he doesn't have a plate displayed either. So that's going to be a citation for the plate. So let's come back on his name. He gave us his insurance and that kind of stuff, so we can check at least and see what's up with the vehicle. Okay, so he's fine. He has a few priors for speeding, so because of that, we're not going to be easy on him with it. So we'll give him a citation for the speeding, a citation for the plate, and we'll forget about the run lane for the lane splitting. Look at traffic. I wish they'd pull over to the side. All right, sir. So what I'm going to do, just because when I checked out your I hope my microphone is working. When I checked out your stuff, you do have a few priors for speeding, so I'm going to give you a $350 citation for the speed. You're going to get a citation also for not having your plate displayed. I'm not sure if this bike just doesn't have a mount or whatever, but you're going to have to get one just to throw your plate on there. But get that taken care of and you won't have any other issues to worry about. Because if you get stopped for those kind of things again, it's just going to be another ticket that you're going to have to pay. So all the information's on your ticket there. There's all your information back. Other than that, have a good day, and yeah, just try driving a little bit careful, a little bit more careful. All right, we're going to get back over to that spot, I think. Let's see if we can U-turn here. Okay, that bike is kind of failure to maintain lane right now. I'm going to follow him for a bit and we'll see what happens, but it definitely seems like he's cutting across lanes and he's just driving kind of weird. He didn't signal when he crossed across too, and look at that, he's going right on the white line and he's stopping there. What are you doing, dude? Alright, we're going to initiate a traffic stop for this guy. We're going to say that the reason we're pulling him over is just suspicion. He's driving really weird. Also, he stopped on the highway, so there we go. He pulled over nicely for once. Alright, dispatch, you can show 15 out with a orange motorcycle. It's going to be distracted or suspicion of impaired driving. Coughed on his fucking face. Hey sir, my name is Officer Ward with the LSPD. The reason I be pulled over here today is you were swerving a little bit back there. You were crossing across that center, or not center, the lane divider, and you weren't signaling or anything like that. Also, you were going a little bit fast, but can I have some identification for me, proof of insurance, all that kind of stuff, and then we can get it all sorted out. Alright, thanks. I shouldn't have jumped there. I should have just walked around the back. Dispatch, can you run a 60YCZ 734? Traffic still doesn't want to go around even though they have a lot of room. Alright. But yeah, we really should be using the unit number on the roof. Not a big deal. I'm just so used to using the plate number. Alright, he's coming back fine. What we are going to do, though, just because of the way that he was driving, is we are going to do a quick breathalyzer test on him just to check. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, sir, based on the way that you were driving, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you to blow into this. It's just going to tell me if you've had any alcohol or anything like that. Alright. So, he hasn't been drinking, but yeah, so there's not really very much we can go on. We're just going to we're just gonna give him a warning, tell him to stay in his own lane, pretty much end it there. Alright, sir, so what I'm going to do is, just based on the way that you were driving and everything like that, I'm not going to give you a citation. I could very well give you a citation for failure to maintain the lane, or not failure to maintain lane, but swerving in and out lanes without signaling. But I'm just going to give you a warning here today. Make sure that you're staying in your own lane, make sure that you're driving careful, and other than that, have a good day. I know these bikes are fun to drive, and yeah, have a good day, sir. Alright, we're not out here to give tickets to every single person that we can, but he kind of deserved it. Anyways, we're going to head back over to that spot and see if there is anything else that we can deal with. But I think we're going to end it here. We're actually going the wrong way. I'm going to head over to that spot, see if I can find anything else, and if I can, then I'll include it. If not, we will end it. Oh, someone crashed. Who got into a collision? Oh, them. Okay. This Buccaneer just cut across without even slowing down. He made other cars have to stop. And it looks like he got into a collision. We'll check his front end out. Alright, dispatch control 15 out with a black muscle car, occupied ×1, just with a collision. See, I don't see any major front end damage, but he was stopped there, causing other cars to wait. So let's just talk with this guy. Alright, sir, my name is Officer Ward with the LSPD. The reason I be stopped here today is it looked like you got into a collision or something up on the intersection there and then drove off. I heard the crash, and when I looked over I saw you in the middle of the intersection. So can I have some identification from you, proof of insurance, all that kind of stuff, and then we'll get it all sorted out. Alright, thanks. Alright, dispatch, can you run a 89AW N952? Alright, we'll run his information here. Okay, that's interesting. So his license is expired. Again, not a super big deal. But the vehicle is coming back with a hit and run attached to it from earlier today. So what we're going to do, I think, is we're going to order him out of the vehicle. And from there, hopefully we'll do stuff. So the hit and run was actually on a police vehicle. That's why we're going to be a little bit careful here. He hit the officer, made a gesture out the window, and then drove off. So the officer described it as looking like a gun. Sir, do me a favor and step out of the vehicle. Sir, step out of the vehicle. Nope. Nope. Sir. Alright, we're gonna be in foot pursuit with him now. There we go. Alright, one down, two deployed. It's gonna be a black male, white shirt, blue jeans, black shoes. Is his vehicle still there? Of course not, so we can't search it. So we're gonna wait for EMS to show up here, but I think that is pretty much gonna be it for this. Everyone's freaking out, but yeah, that's gonna be it for this. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, and yeah, have a great day, everyone.